EA is leaving money on the table by not making Need for Speed Most Wanted 2. The Need for Speed franchise has seen better days, but a proper Need for Speed Most Wanted 2 could put the franchise back on the map. The Need for Speed franchise is one of EA's longest running and most popular video game franchises to date. The series has taken various forms in its 27 years of history, transitioning back and forth between arcade to simulation, and sometimes a hybrid of two. Like any long-running series, Need for Speed has had its share ups and downs in the past and continues to do. The latest entry in the franchise, Need for Speed Heat, was highly reminiscent of the 2004's Need for Speed Underground, with its neon-soaked city streets and extensive customization options. While this seemingly put the franchise in a much better state than it was at the time for Need for Speed Payback when it was released, it still wasn't enough to reach the heights of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, not to be confused with a reboot of sorts that released in 2012. The original Need for Speed Most Wanted was the best-selling game in the franchise in 2015. And that luckily hasn't changed much. Most Wanted was incredibly bold for its time, boasting cutting-edge visuals, intense cop chases, and an overall personality and charm that subsequent entries lacked. Unfortunately, the future of the franchise seems to be in the air. The company recently announced its plan to delay the Need for Speed game so that Criterion Games can help with the development of the new Battlefield 2042. What this means is that the next game gets some extra time, and that's always good for a game. No one knows what this Need for Speed entry is, but it seems to be obvious what it should be. At a time like this, the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2 would do wonders for EA and the franchise's legacy. The nostalgia factor would be alone enough to sell millions of copies if EA manages to capture the essence of the first game. The 2015's Need for Speed and Need for Speed Heat proves how gorgeous modern Need for Speed games can look, and a Most Wanted 2 will certainly be a much needed eye candy if it drops on the next gen consoles. The original Need for Speed Most Wanted was special because of its accessible nature. Having a decent storyline with a bunch of characters brimming with personalities made Most Wanted more than just a racing game. EA needs to bring back these memorable characters, including the cop Nathan Cross, to make Need for Speed games more intriguing to long-time series fans, as well as fans of narrative-driven games. Long-running franchises tend to lose their identity over time, and Need for Speed is no different. However, EA needs to understand what separates Need for Speed from other racing games. Need for Speed Most Wanted is the pinnacle of the Need for Speed experience, with an intense cop/racer storyline and casual street racing. And the next Need for Speed needs to be exactly that. The best way to do this is by making a Need for Speed Most Wanted 2. That wouldn't just be a spiritual successor, but a true sequel 16 years in the making. So anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Cheers.